What's this? It looks strange. My eye is fooling me.
Sweet relief!
What in the Rasher?
Bless the seven I have restored.
I will freeze you where you stand!
As good as a new penny. Salt to the skin.
Bless the seven I have restored.
As good as a new penny.
On the mend!
I feel better already.
Bless the seven I am restored!
Bless the seven I have restored. Sweet relief. I needed that.
As hot as the hell you'll soon inhabit! Water rain down!
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Looks like we found the prison, all right. The White
If
Witch
she
must
hasn't
be
been
around here
tortured to
somewhere.
death in this hellhole.
Mate, over here, mate. You all right, mate? In a bit of a pickle, are ya? Look like you're proper stuck in there. I'm Tyler, mate. What's your name, Sunshine? Ain't Rat Killer, is he? Yeah? Leave her over there, opens the gate, mate. I'll pull it for you, if you help me back. Me stomach's rumbling. Got some cheese I could nibble on? Get it! A thumping piece, that. All right, I'll help you. It's too high, mate. I can't. I'm sorry, mate, but I got bands. Thanks for all the cheese, though. Appreciate it.
I've spotted something.
There must be a way out of here. There must be a way home. Maybe I am going. I have no idea what's going on. One minute I'm out on a jog with my dog Rocky, and the next I'm headfirst in the snow with snowmen all around me. And they're talking and poking me and demanding to know which source lord I serve. And I'm just a normal guy. I'm not crazy, am I? Hell if I know. All I did was ask for a phone, and these monsters threw me in this dungeon. They asked so many questions, but I had no idea what any of it meant. And this place, it isn't normal. The snow talks. There are magic wands, and little red people, and talking animals, and no toilets. It's full of dead bodies and vermin, and the snow people seem to be in charge. God, what I wouldn't give for a drink. Well, it'd be pretty fantastic if I knew what the hell were happening. Where I am, what I'm doing here. I've got a life, you know. A house, a car, friends, and a family waiting for me. Isn't there a single phone in this damn place? I'd settle for a telegraph at this rate. What? No, I'm not crazy. Please, you must believe me. I don't belong here. You hear me? I don't belong here. You there, please, you've got to hear me out. I'm no sorcerer. I don't even know what a sorcerer is. I'm not crazy. I swear, I'm not crazy. What? No.
Intruders!
Are my eyes fooling me? Breath of the dragon.
Oh, it never rains but it pours, eh? Flare! of water, show your strength!
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Sweet relief. Sweet relief.
Soaked to the skin!
I'm drenched!
As good as a new penny.
As good as a new penny. This blaze is unbearable.
Shield me. I am powerless to protect myself.
I'm drenched!
As good as a new penny. As good as a new penny.
That's what the hell! A stitch in time, eh, my friends? Time to get your feet wet.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows.
Looks like we've found the prison, all right. The White Witch must be around here somewhere.
If she hasn't been tortured to death in this hellhole.
enter me slowly. Don't say that wretched word. A maiden I am, and a maiden I must remain. How terribly am I cursed. Cursed to crave the fires of desire, but forever unable to feel the lick of its flames, the thrust of its blaze. How many times have red-blooded men been invited to penetrate me, dragged into my embrace, kicking and screaming? But it is not I who is ecstatically pierced. It is them. I do not draw from them that which is meant to give life, no. Their life's blood instead. I am the 1,000-robed celibate, the virgin of steel chastised with chastity everlasting. I do not know. The first time a helpless victim was forced into my many-thorned frame, and he wet me utterly with his blood, I suddenly sprung to life. Boreas says it is because of this stone my head is carved from, a stone from the stars. Its sanguine tastes animate my spirit and my lust.
There must be a way out of here. There must be a way home. Maybe I am going nuts. I have no idea what's going on. One minute I'm out on a jog with my dog Rocky, and the next I'm headfirst in the snow with snowmen all around me. And they're talking and poking me and demanding to know which source lord I serve. And I'm just a normal guy. I'm not crazy, am I? Hell if I know. All I did was ask for a phone, and these monsters threw me in this dungeon. They asked so many questions, but I had no idea what any of it meant. And this place, it isn't normal. The snow talks. There are magic wands, and little red people, and talking animals, and no toilets. It's full of dead bodies and vermin, and the snow people seem to be in charge. God, what I wouldn't give for a drink. Well, it'd be pretty fantastic if I knew what the hell were happening. Where I am, what I'm doing here. I've got a life, you know. A house, a car, friends, and a family waiting for me. Isn't there a single phone in this damn place? I'd settle for a telegraph at this rate. What? No, I'm not crazy. Please, you must believe me. I don't belong here. You hear me? I don't belong here.
Intruders last night.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends? Into the fray once more.
I'm drenched. I'm dripping.
Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
How you tempt me, gracious creature.
Into the fray once more. Bless the seven I have restored. Back on my feet again.
Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
Sweet relief! A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Intruder spied.
I feel better already.
It seems the Winter King has woven ice too rare and powerful for mere fire. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. Source Hunter, you have found us. Here she is at last. Ikara. Oh, but look at her. She has been encased in ice so unyielding that none of my spells melt even a fraction of its surface. You find me at a loss. I admit it. For I've no idea what sorcery, or dare I say it, sorcery, will set her free. Like I said, so far my attempts at rescuing her have been about as effective as trapping a robin's shadow. No, I believe that if we want to free Ikara, we'll have to find the one who imprisoned her in the first place. This frost-touched magic isn't Leandra's doing. It has Boreas written all over it. The Winter King did this to her. So the Winter King's the key. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way. I've tried my very best, and will try and try anew. But so far this damnable ice scoffs at my every effort. I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
There she is! The White Witch! A prisoner in ice.
I wonder
Damnation.
what sorcery,
Not even a crack.
or worse, sorcery, we'll have to use to get her out.
It seems the winter.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes. Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
He's on your block for the wheel of the good stuff.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce ever produced.
wing of worm? Brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Aaron has as many friends as the man.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't...
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank when I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in, being the king crab's foremost patron ever since. A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say. So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind. And in that regard, there is no one like Maxine. Maxine. The mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I had serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed. Oscar, you say? I haven't been called Oscar in ages. Boy, does that bring back memories. It's the name the ship's cook gave me when I was but a kitten. I remember him rewarding me with bacon every time I caught another rat. And I remember listening to a fellow called Ebenezer, who used to tell me the wildest stories. A strange bird, that one. Used to indulge in every pleasure of life like there was no tomorrow. Guess there was no tomorrow for him, come to think of it. He would talk everyone's ears off about the delights of fine dining, his fascination with new fashions, about the elation of lovemaking, and so on and so forth. To me, though, never suspecting his revelations would be stored in my mind, he'd whisper of the shadow sides of his indulgent character. Fine dining, yes, on human flesh even. New fashions, sure, even if they meant the annihilation of a species for its hides. Lovemaking, indeed. But sometimes the girls were very young and suffered delicate tortures. Some died in his special chambers, but would still be used. A strange bird, as I'm sure you'll agree. If he were a bit smaller, I might have caught him like I would a sparrow and rid the world of his hidden evils. By all means. People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do detest them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1.
Oh, sorry, Medora. I didn't mean to frighten you. Oh, golly gosh. One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet of a puss simply doesn't have a penny to his name. At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they, with an alley cat for a papa? Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards.
Where's young Esmeralda these days? She has the softest lap to lay in. Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Worn perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina.
Strange. Strange indeed.
That's it, kiddo. Explore as much as you can while you've got that youthful vim and vigor about you. Life is a wonderful thing. How could you? Those are lies. It was the ultimate pleasure. Oh, how could I hang back if there were even rarer, even more exquisite elations to pursue? How could I let any morsel of satisfaction go untasted in this brief mortal coil? Surely now you understand why I could never submit myself to the judgment awaiting me at the gates of the Hall of Echoes. No. I prefer to remain here for an eternity with a few of my senses, a few of my more delectable memories, than risk being cast into hell.
Strange. Strange indeed.
Whether in the Hall of Echoes or here in Rivellon, Ebenezer will be haunted by his past. Let his sins hound him wherever he chooses.
There's something to it, isn't there?
I wouldn't be so harsh to enforce justice if I were you. You answer.
No, we'll do as I say.
Is that so? Is that what you really believe, Source Hunter? Well, forget divine judgment. I say we judge each other here and now. The better of us stays, the worse be damned.
Fleet of foot. I'm invincible.
Die, vermin!
There must be some way to open this. bested one of Rivellon's most ancient creatures.
I'd wager someone or something made mad and mighty by Source.
So, we're on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but two dragons.
Delight of delights. Do you suppose that's what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like so much rump roast?
It's drawing water from the sea.
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it. Lucky find! Fortune! I've spotted something interesting.
Your flesh. Why, you're positively radiating. It's been years since a warm blood has wandered through these caverns. An utterly lovely sight. I know not. I know so little. My life in full I recall, from my earliest memories to my most recent sorrows. But why I should be trapped in this spectral form, I cannot say. I was on board a ship from Errata to Sicil. The night was black as ink, and the lighthouse in the distance offered us no aid. The ship's hull soon met the cragged shallows, and we were all of us lost. The thing I can least reconcile is that my own husband, my Samson, keeps the lighthouse. What could have become of him that night? My mind races with the possibilities. Gossipers, they nearly ruined me. In life, I was a natural philosopher, you see. A student of the stars. Errata, an elfish land not so far from Sicil, happens to boast the finest telescope in all of Rivellon. So I set sail, planning to spend several weeks there enhancing my research. When I arrived, I found an instant friend in the telescope's keeper, an elfish scientist named Faladar. We had much to share concerning our studies and found great joy in one another's company. It was a friendship as pure as starlight, but that didn't keep the rumors from flying. As the insinuations became increasingly vile, I thought it best to sail back to Sicil straight away and to introduce Faladar, my friend, to Samson, my only love, putting any and all foul rumors to rest. As you know, though, we never made it. Faladar is lost forever, and what has become of my darling Samson, I know not. He could never. You mean to say he left us to those savage waters on purpose? I can't believe it. And yet, if what you say is true, well, I must meet him in any case. To the lighthouse, you said? Fine.
Desdemona, my love, I should have known you would never betray me. I should have known your love to be as constant as the sky. Madness took hold of my heart,
and with razor nails scratched murderous intent into its depth. And yet, look at us now. Not even death could impede our reunion. I beg of you, my love, forgive me. With but a word, you can heal my heart, efface the scars that lunacy left there. Forgive me, my wife, my own. Forgive me.
You've heard the whole story by now. Perhaps you can help me settle my mind. Half of me is furious, and the other half is utterly enraged. What do you think of my murderer husband?
Indeed, Samson committed a terrible deed, but I've never seen one so utterly filled with regret.
I suppose you're right. The deed is done, and I can do naught but move forward now. Samson, I do forgive you.
Your shining soul, my love. From its incomparable purity, even the diamond hides its dull complexion in shame. The nightmare is at an end. We are together again, and shall remain so evermore.
Yes, the past is the past, my darling. Let's go forward together now, hand in hand into the next life.
I need a moment to reflect.
With each such display of empathy, I find myself drawn closer and closer to your kind soul.
Where's young Esmeralda these days? She has the softest lap to lay in. What's with you, bipeds and beer?
Winking whiskers! You found my collar? Oh, thank you! Bless you! I shall don it right this instant and hie me to Maxine as fast as my paws can carry me. You have made me the happiest cat in the world! Indeed you have! My love, look at me. I'm wearing it. The collar I told you about. The one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is. A band of jewels, such as no one in Sicile has ever beheld.
Dear me, but that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Oh, darling Sam, you are a Tom of means after all.
That I am, my little tigress. Behold my true collar and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Oh, what a passionate puss you are, my darling Sam. As impetuous as ever. But indeed you do seem to have the right and reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear Sam, I will marry you.
With a word, you have stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, my lean-tailed lady. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
And so Sam's story has a happy end after all. So she does. They would have ended up together no matter what, I think. Collar or no.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens! Thank you, sir. Doing my best, sir.
To leave the city is to venture into danger.
Sudden, all the
Be
way to my
careful,
boots
Sword
hole.
Hunter.
Soaked to the skin.
Those bony brutes will never make it inside
Doing
these
my best,
walls.
sir.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Baking like a cake.
The force of Maximus is within me! could do with a cold drink.
I'd trade my gauntlets for a hot drink.
I feel better already.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?